today, folks. What do we got? It's hidden psychology shit. So if y'all looking for some exciting, you know what I'm saying, shit that'll just excite your nerves, you know what I'm saying, sensitize your nerves, your nervous system, yeah, you're gonna have to sit this one out. Try, subscribing to my other channels that may have interests that you may be into, right? But right here, I found a new channel right here, you know what I'm saying? It's a nigga, it's a guy, you know what I'm saying, it's not a nigga, you know what I'm saying, it's a guy. Jintakuyo. Why I don't talk to my family no more at 29, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and call this one the I just seen the title again. I just see the title, I throw it on the post, and then I go and react to it, and then after the reaction I post the reaction with the post, right? So I just went off of the title, and I'm gonna go ahead and call this one what, the psychology of ghosting family, even, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
And I am in just like a random playground in a local district here in Tokyo.
Right.
And I want to take some time to talk about like the topic why I have never felt enough.
Take all the time you need, brother.
Or why I have always felt like I am lacking something.
I feel
Maybe
you.
you're
I
the
see
same.
you. Yeah.
Maybe you're the same, because like back in childhood,
almost like 98% the same. Like, yeah,
your parents, your mom or your dad or any child raisers, they probably don't give you enough attention, or maybe it's just that they are not.
Damn, getting right into that angle. The most sensitive one of the most sensitive ones. All right, let's do it.
Validating you enough. Like growing up in China, which is like a strict Asian society, parents usually don't compliment their children or don't express their love to their children as much as Western parents do. But my family is a little bit more extreme than that. But there was not one time I could remember.
Yeah, I don't know if, you know what I'm saying. Well, the extremities can be arguable, right? The extremities of the kind of children raisers, people that raise children that are from specific environments, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am yet to see an environment that's, as strict or more strict on their kids as the African society, bro. Like, people, especially like right now, you have a divide even with people who want to double down on that strictness of like just like these values, that might just leave you feeling suppressed or whatever. These African traditional like just values, you know what I'm saying? There's a still doubling down on that, while at the same time not knowing the true African identity. So it's like they be practicing that shit strictly on some strict vibe, but then at the same time they, it's like there's a sort of like a lostness, you know what I mean? Because they don't practice shit completely. They don't practice 100% of this African thing, but it's only where it's convenient for them, you know what I'm saying? And as a result, I feel like it's a revenge tactic type shit. It's a revenge tactic where it's like, yo, we had to grow up under these kind of like harsh conditions and shit like that, all in the name to build you up, so you're gonna have to go through it too, you know what I'm saying? And to them, that's what stands out. What about the rest of the whole tradition? Like, all of that is being ghosted, and then therefore, people that, like kids that come up out of those kind of generations, they have to make up their own traditions and rules and laws, you know what I'm saying? So I like, yo, the African scenery has been interesting in terms of that, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say it's just Asian folks, bro. Like, the Africans also go crazy, and I feel like that's why I'm in a similar position as you are, brother, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of like feel the same way, really, you know what I mean?
My mom or any of my other extended family members ever compliment me, even when I did something great. Well, I could be like running a marathon, 42 kilometers. I finished that, and I go back home and tell my parents, not my parents, just like my mom, tell my mom and other family members. I'll be like, I'm so excited, I'm so happy I did it, and they will be like, no compliment. They will be like giving you advice. Hey, just be careful with your knees. Hey, just don't run too hard. Hey, remember to take more water. Give you a lot of advice that they think is good for you. If you take their advice, if you accept their advice, but they would never actually like verbally give you a compliment, validate your effort.
And you know what the gaslighting thing is about that kind of situation too? It's the fact that they could do it all in the name of saying, yo, we love you, this is how we here to protect you, this is how we, you know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that, you know, when you're a kid, bro, like you don't quickly come to a point of being able to express yourself and be like, yo, I see that you claim that you love me doing this, you know what I'm saying, or telling me to behave a certain way, but it's like, yo, this shit, it doesn't, it feels wrong, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like once you're young, you can't even articulate that. So you know what I mean? That's crazy, because that's a gaslight for real.
Your achievement. So growing up, I took that as something normal. I took that as something that is mean to how it meant to be, right?
Yeah.
Why should a parent compliment me? So I've never thought about this question until I grew up, when I was like about 27 or 28 years old. So it was like maybe 2 years ago. It was my birthday. It was my birthday. I went out to celebrate with my friends at a good restaurant.
Yeah.
And but on that day,
happy belated birthday, brother.
I was expecting my mom to send me a message, at least just to say happy birthday and stuff. I expected that maybe she would remember that, but like she didn't. She just like didn't send any message on that day, and later I just like realized, oh, she probably just forgot. So 2 days later, so on that day I post a picture on my social media, and 2 days later my mom probably saw that picture, and she sent a message to me, sorry, I forgot about it, I was otherwise involved in something else. And
damn, that sounds terrible, bro. Because you come on, bro, like what kind of picture is that supposed to like paint in a kid's head? You know what I'm saying? Like the vision that they may have for themselves. You feel what I'm saying? It might just like tarnish their own way of building their own selves. You know what I'm saying? Because the neglect, it ends up feeling warranted. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back now. I think there's a call from me outside there. I'm saying. Alright, y'all continue checking this out.
she said happy birthday, but that was already 2 days after my birthday, my actual birthday. So I was like, man, that is bad, man. And actually, like on my birthday, at that night when I came back from the dinner with my friends to my home by myself, it's like a single person apartment by myself, and I was sitting there expecting, and the message didn't come. I felt there was this feeling of loneliness that just came to me. It just came to me just because I didn't receive any greeting or any good wishes from probably one of the most significant people in your life, and I felt really lonely. And later I think about that, hey, maybe I have been lonely for the whole time since I was a kid. And I look back, I could not remember one time my family ever complimented or validated, at least verbally they didn't. Maybe they had in their heart. So at one point, like sometimes when I feel so lonely or things get so tough, when I'm just by myself, I think about it. Oh man, that's not a good feeling. I felt like no support. I felt like there's no one supporting point in this world that I can lean on to. You know what I mean? It's like there's nobody that maybe even really care about you, like even your mom. And I also wonder, like, there are actually people in this world, they just give birth to children. They take that as something, they take that for granted.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is how it should be, because when you create a child, right, when you give birth to a child, you actually bring a new awareness into this world. You're bringing that awareness to this world without that child's agree, right? There's no single person in this world who give agreement before he's born.
Yeah, and you know what? That's also a concept that I've been like thinking about. I'm saying from time to time is the fact that when you do become born, you don't get consent. You know what I'm saying? There's no consent, but then at the same time, it's like, yo, when we do expect to be asked for our consent before we're born, like, how is that supposed to happen? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I mean? How is that supposed to happen? So I get that point of frustration where it's like, yo, you didn't even ask me to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm going through all of this. You know? Yeah, that shit can get like really suppressing. You know, in the head, in the
to
brain.
the parents. If you are like mentally not capable for accompanying and giving love for a child, you should probably not give birth to a child.
Yeah, and that's probably what it is, right? It's the capability. You know what I'm saying? The capacity, right? I feel like, yo, it's not even about the whole preparation of you know, you being at a perfect spot or this, that, and the third, but it's like your capacity for like certain situations. If you know that your capacity for handling negative situations, even just for your own self, you know what I'm saying? And every time maybe something negative happens, you see how you are right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't handle that. You always need a crutch. You always need somebody to come bail you out. You always like need some sort of external something to come put you out. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine having to deal with somebody else's negative you know, energies. You know what I mean? Somebody else's like negative mindset type episodes if you can't even deal with your own self. And this may be somebody that like depends on you for their whole life, for their entire life. You know what I'm saying? How would you not deal with that? Now, knowing that you cannot even deal with somebody else's baggage like that, like why would you create someone else that would depend on you to, you know what I'm saying, to handle their baggage? Because that's what kids are to their parents, bruh. I'm saying that's what parents are to their kids. They're God, so to speak, almost. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree. You know what I mean? Another example, bro. If you can't even like feed yourself consistently, there has to be somebody there to just like come through and make sure that you eat or remind you that you eat. It's in small things like this, bruh. You can't keep that kind of perception up for yourself. You can't keep that kind of energy up for yourself in terms of taking care of yourself, feeding your own stomach. How the hell is you gonna like consistently be able to feed like a whole human being that you've created? You know what I'm saying? On a consistent level type shit. So that like, yeah, like that if that don't hit y'all like that, then it, because again, it's more than just like, you having enough money or having whatever to, you know, raise a kid. It's literally about like how you handle human chemistry, bro. That's what's going to determine if you are fit to bring a human onto this world, bro.
Because that's just like unfair to a person.
You know what I'm saying?
That's also part of the reason why I am like hesitant on having a relationship or like a long-term serious relationship or
I'd even say same here, bro, to a certain degree.
marriage or having a child. I feel like it's just like not something you can just like mindlessly and without knowing the
not
why and how,
mindlessly.
and you just do it. You give birth to your child and you don't know how to take care of it. Or maybe you're just like too ignorant. You don't have the enough knowledge, or you don't have the mental capability. You know, you are traumatized by your own parents, and you give birth to another child, and you traumatize the child, and that generational trauma just passed down generation by generation.
It goes on and on.
It goes on and on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's perpetual.
I found that ridiculous. I usually don't do like video like this talking about like stuff really private, but I feel like,
bro, my brother Gentaku, like I can real like I can see you're not a crash out kind of person. You're not a like just break a glass or just punch a wall type nigga, like just off the cuff. But I'm saying I could tell you're a passionate nigga. You know what I'm saying? A passionate brother, neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You're a passionate brother, bro. Like, and I feel like I can see that passion, even just like your tone of verbiage. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see it pisses you off. That shit gets me tight, dog. It gets me tight. You know what I'm saying? The fact that people come on this earth, you know what I'm saying, with the, I mean, it's pre-developed. It's like, yeah, it's pre-developed because for as long as you're unaware, self-unaware, you just fall into the groupthink motion of things, right? Where it's like a whole lot of y'all don't even deserve to be parents. I'm not gonna lie, but because that's what's being done by human beings who lack a sense of self-awareness, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just go into it just like guns blazing, and then the you know, the consequences that are just perpetuated like thereafter is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yo, it gets me tight sometimes too. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
It's also a way to express myself honestly,
Facts.
and I value honest expression.
Yeah. Facts.
Even it's like on a social media platform.
Right.
I feel like it's always good to like talk about something that I feel like maybe an inspiration, or maybe just as a case that somebody can take as an example.
Yeah, for real.
Or maybe there are maybe people like you who are watching this video. We might have like similarities in our
for real, and that's what I pointed out, bro. That's why I pointed it out, bro. You my brother, nigga. Like, we on the same like type trajectory, not the same but similar. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, like, yeah, compadre, nigga, from a distance type shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm rooting for you, my boy, Gentaku. I'm gonna keep practicing that name, bro, and I'm gonna keep tapping in. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, see how you holding up, how you doing. Shit
At
like
this
that.
point, I do not have a lot of contact with my parents or my family.
I feel you, bro. Same here.
Because I feel like even I talk to them, they would not understand me, and also I don't want to talk to them because I feel like maybe they're just
because like that's like, you know, you kind of re-traumatizing yourself. It's kind of like you're playing those, because the mind, you can trick your mind to be like, yo, forget shit, although it's not gonna happen completely. But the body, bro, you know what I'm saying, has these sensations where it's like when the mind remembers those traumatic memories from a past, you know what I'm saying, it's like it can bring back certain sensations that you don't even want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know, with me, for example, it's like migraines. I get like terrible migraines. I may just like, you know, just tell myself, you know what, let me just like go see so and so and go see this part of the family, whatever. But like before I even get there, or before that day is even over, you know, that day of me arriving there, it's like, yo, I'm already gang migraines. You know what I'm saying? It's like heavy ass migraines that I'm feeling, bro. And the day's not even over kicking it with those people. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's like one example where it's like, yo, the physical sensations, they get crazy. You know what I mean?
a little bit too ignorant. They were trapped to their generation, to their old thoughts and their conditionings and their trauma.
Cool.
And they did not know how, even to this day, they do not know how to avoid bringing that trauma to their child.
Yeah, to
They
their
do not
generation,
know
yeah.
how to love somebody unconditionally. They do not know how a child should be treated. They don't know how to give attention. I'm not like giving up my family or something. It's just like at this point, I feel like it's better if I can just oh, there's a light. There's a light there. Okay. I just feel like maybe it would be better if I just like step away from my family for a while and try to establish my own life.
Yeah.
Be able to connect with people who are like-minded. Maybe you're just like on the other side of this planet. Maybe you don't even know like this person, who the fuck this person is. But like we get to connect.
We do.
With my content, or
We do.
I got a chance to bring my experience to you. I think I'll be able to like.
We appreciate that, and we appreciate you for that, buddy. Look, I feel, you know what I'm saying? Chill out, nigga. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? I have to like introduce you first, bro. You like all the way in it already. How to reinvent your identity for 2026. So right here, what May Alice Suzuki. This one, we can go ahead and say the psychology of reinventing your own identity, right? Of reinventing yourself. The psychology of reinventing yourself. Let's see what type of psychology that takes, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna be so serious.